I don't know.
Latte layer. That's okay. I like that one.
Well, here's Dream. He's played two. He's got 2 wins, 2 losses. Did actually his last time he played against Prime destroy Terror with just 2 barracks proxy that Terror did not respond to at all.
Terror just like didn't really feel like playing that game. It seemed like
he's never played a Terran versus Terran. And MarineKing, the king of Marines, the king has returned. He's back. New jersey, new attitude, and he's playing a Terran versus Terran here. He looks very ready to go.
Yeah, he's ready.
This is his first time playing in Pro League. He did play StarCraft 1. He's actually a Protoss player in StarCraft 1, but has never appeared in Pro League. This will be his very first time. And this is Prime's first season. He was not on the roster in round 1. He's back now. The first map is Outboxer for this Terran versus Terran. Can the King of Marines show the games everybody's hoping for? Or is Dream going to win his very first Terran versus Terran? You're on Outboxer. Let's find out right now.
LTA는 SK텔레콤.
Down here to start things off between MVP and Prime, the red Terran out of MVP. This is Dream.
Dream indeed. And MarineKing is his opponent. Feeling the pressure for sure. He definitely knows that his reputation is very solid. He's a player who was at the time, when he was doing at his best, one of the best players in the entire world. Not just one of the best Terrans, but just top tier. His game against Nestea in the finals when he was going by the name Boxer, Game 7, the rematch on Metalopolis, where he did the same build at close spawns again and failed. It will always be my favorite StarCraft 2 game of all time.
Yeah, I remember that game as well.
I may have seen these girls somewhere before.
You may even know them as maybe dancers.
They could be dancers.
We're not sure about it, though. We still haven't figured it out. We'll get back to you guys when we do.
They are attractive.
Yeah.
Just not sure where I've seen them before.
They're showing off this bag. I don't know why we're selling this here at an arena, but if you guys want to buy a bag, looks very good.
It looks like it would be an appropriate bag. Normally, when you think about places to buy bags, you don't think about esports arenas, but branching out here, selling bags.
If in the rare case you're here to buy a bag,
In the off chance,
for your girlfriend, you know,
if you ever have that sudden urge to buy a bag, you can do that here.
I don't think you can fit your keyboard in that, though.
Yeah, it would be sticking out, but that could also make a statement.
Yeah, you're showing off to the world that you have enough money to buy that bag and still
be a programmer with a keyboard in there. You're probably a high-level programmer making enough money to buy one of those bags. And just a very interesting Marine drawing there.
Howdy.
Howdy. Howdy up.
Howdy up now.
Comes the Marine, or rather the SCV here, the main base. Will be gunned down, but he sees the gas timing. And what that tells him is, because a Marine has been made, it's going to be a fast factory that he's dealing with. And the King of Marines falters in his micro slightly. Will not actually kill that SCV.
Yeah, SCV escapes with his life. On the other hand of things, Dream is making a couple of Reapers here. Sends out one. We do have a reactor on that barracks.
Yeah, and MarineKing is doing what MarineKing does best, which is not scouting. And this means that he's only going to have 2 Marines for a really long period of time with that reactor going down. He has no idea what he's up against. He's still playing safe because he expects a build like this. But that sign is really cool, but we need to look at this Reaper. Okay, here it comes. And the Marines are ready to spot this.
The Reaper, rather, is very fast and is able to get away. A couple more shots, one more on that SCV. This Marine is just going to try to micro over here. Is he going to be able to get it? There's no ledge over here.
I think he's going to get it.
Oh, one more shot. Oh,
Nicely
he does go
done.
down.
King of Marines. Nicely done. Very nicely done.
Cheer out of the crowd comes down for that very excellent Marine micro.
Second Reaper is going to come over here and try to get something done, but the reactor's done, so there's 4 Marines out now, and 5 and 6 are on the way. I don't think he's actually going to be able to get any damage done. There's no even reason for him to stick around at this point. or try to go into the main base. Sticking around down here is fine, but lingering in the main base could be dangerous.
Lingering too long. Doesn't want to get shot in the face. He's just checking here to see when that CC lands. If the CC lands. He's going to see it is going to land.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I can confirm this, yes.
Go Prime. Win. Prime.
There's not going to be any more weird days like when they were losing, I guess is what that sign's trying to say.
Yeah. It looks...
No more weird times.
No.
Places. Or, I don't know.
It means... I don't know what one of those words means, so I'm not going to fail at translating it.
But it's a sign... saying the future is going to be better. That's contextually obvious. Go Prime, win Prime.
Yes, we had a banner here towards the end of round 1 where they were like, "Never give up. Anything is possible."
That's true. And we have Cloak here for MarineKing.
And this
Reaper's like, I see your cloak, and I'll raise you an SCV kill.
And he's gonna get out.
Well, don't be so sure. I was close.
I had faith. I had a lot of faith. These guys wearing some Prime jerseys.
Yeah. As far as I know, I think they might be selling the new ones. I'm not sure, but could also just be friends of the Prime team. I know they used to sell some of their old jerseys. They have a website, buy clothing. That Reaper is so brave. Wow. Does get away, but
he got a lot of confidence. You know, he was able to scout the cloak on the Banshee. So
Hellion drop here. Nothing to defend really. I mean, the Banshee just popped out. You can turn that around. Now he sees it. He's got these 4 Hellions here. And he should be able to clean this up. Better shot here on the other hand for Dream, actually. And great micro there with the medevac. So doesn't go MarineKing's way. And he lines them up again.
Yeah, gets another Hellion here. Doesn't have enough to one-shot these SCVs, though.
Nope. And wow, nice micro there by MarineKing. It's not over yet. Looks like he's going to try to go to the natural, but there will be Marines waiting for him there. Going to delay the eBay, it looks like.
Yeah, just a little thing you can do and just fly away.
I mean, it looks like MarineKing is going for mech here. He's not adding any additional Marines. He's only adding 1 eBay. Dropping mules right in the face of danger. Dream definitely not going mech, as you can see he's adding additional barracks to home. His stim is almost done. Just trying to harass a little bit here. Keeping the Banshee at home is pretty annoying, too. Not getting a whole lot done there.
MarineKing. Well, go ahead.
Oh, isn't the second Banshee, where is that the first Banshee that's out right here? Where does the second Banshee end up going? Is that... That's
I don't actually see it. But there's just this one guy.
Did he...
I'd like to see if maybe he just kept that at 1.
Yeah, I think he actually just canceled Cloak and kept 1.
Yeah, I mean, look at his minerals and gas right now. He's up near 900 gas right now.
Yeah, it's like an unnecessary amount of gas. He's going to get factories pretty soon, so that's going to be where part of his gas goes to, but still a bit of a surplus. Even with the double armories going down, he's still got quite a bit banked up. Worker count right now is slightly in favor of Dream. You know, you got a little bit of damage done there. Didn't really cost him too much, and it kept MarineKing in his base, stopped the Banshees from coming out. I like Dream's position here because he has, in a sense, map control. His 3rd command center is going to be landed pretty soon, and with the composition he's building, he's not going to be very concerned about moving that down. He's not going to really wait there.
Yeah.
Reaper comes in here this time.
Reaper joining the force, these little annoying harassing units. They are going to get that SCV building that armory. It's going to delay it a little bit more here. You see a lot of Vikings here coming out already. He has 2 starports here, as our observer did show us before. He is making a Raven right now and getting the +1 to vehicle weapons.
Wow, he actually unloaded those units for fear that the medevac might die. Scanning goes down here from MarineKing, identifying his opponent's composition, sees the barracks, sees the researched units. And the 2 starports, he can really take control of the skies quite quickly. And the earlier he gets the Ravens out, the faster he's going to have that energy he's going to be able to use to deny point defense drones, for example. To deny Viking shots his opponent. Then if he gets more Banshees out, the process can just kind of compile itself into a disaster for Dream. But hold that thought. He doesn't have enough Vikings here to actually contest MarineKing's Vikings, but his Marines on the ground may kill his command center. It's pretty low. No SCVs over to repair it.
Still has Cloak of the Banshee, though. He's picking away at those Marines. Not able to do much damage, but that CC is forced to pick up and move away. He's going to have to spend some money on repairs as well. Whereas at the same time, Dream is getting his third and is fully mining with all of the gas.
This is what I was talking about earlier with Dream's position to be able to take that third. This is something that MarineKing can't really do with this composition. Needs more time. His composition's a little bit weaker. Takes more time to build up and get to the level of strength that it needs to secure this base. If this siege tank that's here now was here just a few seconds ago, could have been even worse for MarineKing. Nice control here, though, on the Vikings. Picking off a unit and baiting some of those Marines into siege tank fire.
Yeah, Dream following up with a ton of reinforcements here. You see he is powering up back in his base, getting even more barracks here. Hellbat's being made for MarineKing at the meanwhile, getting that Blue Flame upgrade and trying to get that 1-1 going full mech at the moment.
Looks like he's just going to move out here. He knows that with the Ravens, he's going to control the air, and the Vikings as well. And then he might be able to use his Banshees to push any sort of further attacks back. So it took him a long time, on the other hand. +1 is done for his ground units. Or rather his mech units, I should say. It does apply to air as well. Dream's position here is a little bit of an awkward one. He's going to try to assault this base now. The sensor tower doesn't see it until the last second. This drop pulls MarineKing back, and MarineKing is lacking a little bit here in his multitasking. Can he actually save this command center?
Looks like it's going to get away for now. One siege tank on the ground is going to force those Marines back. Not going to be able to follow it for now, but look at this. The air control going right to MarineKing here. He's able to probably going to get that one tank. He does. You see Banshee's still with Cloak, could force some scans. And there's not much in the air here for Dream. And MarineKing has a ton of these Vikings in the air. If you can take out a bunch of these medevacs, you know, just take really big control of the air. You can go right into what you were talking about before.
Just look at the supplies, though. Dream having this base for so long. I mean, it's making a huge difference. All the times that MarineKing's had to lift, all the mining he's lost, the workers he's lost, it's really starting to add up. And the composition for Dream is eventually just going to be enough with how many Marauders he's added in here to just ignore MarineKing's siege tanks, where the siege tank count's pretty low because he's committed to air, then scan, kill the Banshees with his Marines, and that's going to be all she wrote if he gets a good engagement here.
Yeah, it's definitely true. MarineKing is not really in the forefront right now. Dream taking big control of this game. He has enough map control right now to take this easy fourth as well. There's nothing really MarineKing can do to stop this besides sending Banshees over, but he doesn't have enough units to do that. He needs to keep him at home for now. Two-pronged attack right now to Dream.
Dream is just continuing to try to choke MarineKing out here a little bit. Big stim there by his Marines on the other hand. Doesn't get a whole lot of damage done on the other hand. But be very careful here. Now he's stimming like a crazy person. He's going to get that refinery, it looks like, and he's just dancing with the Banshees, the dance of death. And meanwhile, Dream still has that secondary force down to the south. He could run in at any moment.
Look at this, MarineKing making one battle cruiser.
Yeah, I mean he's got the air control, so this can play out.
He needs time though.
Yeah, I mean he needs time, and if this stays hidden, which it's no longer hidden, that scan does reveal the fusion core. If we could keep it hidden, it could be devastating. But now Dream just has to power up his own Vikings and a few Ravens at home. He's just way ahead in the income. He's gonna have that fourth base up. He's built a better gas bank. He's getting really nice upgrades out right now. These Marauders are actually going to try to start working away at these depots even. Just anything you can do. Even sieging up a few tanks going to boost into the natural.
Tanks in the back trying to do, look at this, boost into the natural, but this army of MarineKing is going to be able to take out that force, but there's nothing here to deal with this force, taking out a ton of SCVs here at the natural of MarineKing.
Yep, and it looks like maybe even some Vikings are going to fall. He's even dropping in the main base. This is what Dream is really good at, his mid-game drops. He's so good at this. And he is showing it. Now going to drop Marauders on top of siege tanks over here at the third base of MarineKing. Point defense drone, though, making it very difficult to actually eliminate it. Looks like he will finally get that down. Some of the SCVs are going to take some hits here as well. And MarineKing, he's going to defend this. He's not going to take critical damage, but he's just being whittled down little by little. That's what bio versus mech ends up being like. You know, you have a bio force, it's the more mobile force, the one that can harass better. The MarineKing's army, though, is a much more solid army if it's together, if it's maxed out and fighting, armies directly together.
Yeah, I mean, having Dream going bio and TVT is just so scary to deal with. He's just so good, like we said before. He's so good at dropping out all over the place, coming at you from so many different angles like he's doing right now. MarineKing is trying to move towards the fourth or the fifth base, I guess now, a Dream over to the east there, but he just can't really move out. He has a couple of battlecruisers now. He's trying to get those out. He does have the air control. That is one thing he has going for him. But while he tries to move out, Dream can come in here towards that natural again. We see he has some units there on the minimap.
This is a very scary time for Dream, though. His army is weak. army supply-wise, is about dead even with MarineKing, but he has no answer for these battle cruisers. He has no answer for the Banshees, and he needs more time. But MarineKing is just, quite frankly, not giving it to him right now. He's got a better concave setup here. He's got a nice defensive position. It's just the air army that's the big problem here. The Hellbats are able to waltz over here. Battle cruiser helping out. Banshees helping out. Marauders come for the flank, on the other hand, by Dream. Can he actually get this done?
I mean, like you said, there's just too many Marauders right now. There's so much in the air right now from MarineKing. Cloak Banshees, 2 battle cruisers. That army that tried to come back for the flank did not do much damage.
MarineKing just basically said, I'm going to sit back. I'm going to build the better composition. This is how mech beats bio. He ate a lot of damage. He struggled for a long time, but his army at the end of the day is strong enough to move across here, and he might actually checkmate Dream at this point. I mean, what is Dream supposed to do here? He has no anti-air. He's trying to make 5 Vikings at a time desperately, but he's running out of money. Can't really afford that. 2 PCs can beat those Vikings in a straight-up fight without perfect kiting,
Yeah, and Dream's trying to make a last stand here. He is able to take out these tanks. But like we said, there's just still so much in the air. He doesn't have any answer for anything in the air here. Just a couple of these Marines trying to take out this one battle cruiser.
Oh my god, he's actually gonna... Oh, does he get it? Does get it eventually with a Viking shot. And he's going to be able to kite this back, but just look at the economy. MarineKing's able to secure a 4th base. His army survives here. He's just trading so well with this BC. Might even get that Viking. Nope, not going to happen. One more shot will do it. What? Okay.
There it is. Finally gets it in. MarineKing is going to have to back off. But like you said, there's no natural here for Dream. There's no third for Dream. There's no minerals in the main.
It's just a matter of composition here. And Dream he's been checkmated in that sense. His economy is in tatters now. The tables have turned. MarineKing has turned the tables. He's flipped the table, essentially. And he's got the base to the top right. Dream is scanning. He's like, oh my god, you have the base to the top right. He scans at 9 o'clock. He's like, okay, at least you don't have that. This base is now under siege. He's going to lose all the SCVs that are Maynarding right now. And the Banshees are actually eventually going to help kill this. He doesn't even need to fight with his Hellbats here. He's going to, just to eliminate it faster. Might even kill some of those SCVs as they transfer back. Yep. Goodbye, SCVs. Blue Flame Helens are going to make quick work of that.
All those SCVs going down, trying to desperately get another base up, but MarineKing's just not letting him. Hello, foreign fans.
Foreign
fans. Thank you for coming.
Coming to see the King of Marines. Or maybe to root against him. I don't know their preference. But, +3 and +2 armor for MarineKing's mech. He's adding additional battle cruisers right now. He's playing the tortoise style, man. Slow and steady wins the race. Build the better composition. Get those bases up. Get planetaries up. Better siege tank count. And he's now going to do what Dream attempted to do to MKP.
Yeah. He's grabbing a 5th base as well. He just came in for the big push, and Dream was just not prepared for it. He tried to bring all his units back. He didn't go for any counterattacks. In the end, MarineKing just had the better composition, was able to come in. There's a GG!
MarineKing takes his first match back here in Pro League. He was down, but he stayed calm, he stayed collected. Yeah, MarineKing, in typical fashion with his pajama pants, walks out of the booth to screaming fans cheering his name. He's done it! And they put Prime on the scoreboard here in round 2.
Prime coming back into round 2 with a big win with the returning King, the return of the King. He is back.
Moonglade's also back, by the way. He was taking a quick break. I just saw him come back in.
Saw
him on camera there. He came back from a break, it looks like. But yeah, MarineKing, an incredible game there. Just because it looked like he had taken too much damage. He was chipped out too much. His base was stopped mining repeatedly. He was down at some point, I think 30 supply. It looked like Dream had total control over the game, but he didn't have enough anti-air. He didn't respond to the battle cruisers that he scouted quickly enough. Had he switched to Vikings a little bit faster, might have been a completely different story. Yeah, but he was very slow on that.
It definitely could have been.